Hello my dear Capricorn, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between May 16 and May 31st, 2018 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I read for the signs in the order of most liked video, so don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for your sign so I read for you bright and early. I have put astrological information for the month of May in a video of its own that you can check out in my playlist Q&A. You can also find it at my webpage www.queenofcupstarot.se. The reading can go both ways. The message is for the people who watch it, so if you cross-watch for another sign and recognize yourself in the reading, just trust your own intuition and you will get the message that you need. So for this reading I used the Osho Zen Tarot by Deva Padma, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see slowing down and rebirth, but also Nine of Cups here, laziness wants to show its face. So laziness and slowing down, it's kind of the same message here, and rebirth. So of course, if we are about to be reborn, we can't run around like crazy and doing a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking it's time for you to slow down a little bit, Capricorn, and to start to don't run away from things. Ten of Swords is kind of serious card. It's the minor arcana death card, so it might be that you need to that you are in the process of sacrificing a lot of things. It can also be different personality traits that you have had, or different ways that you have reacted to things, and this process is taking a toll on you, so you can't be rushing around being very productive. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have playfulness in the reverse together with rebirth in the reversed. So no playfulness and slowing down and being lazy. So it seems like some things that you might be longing for, it's not the time and it's not the place. It might be that that you need to put your dreams on hold for right now because you're going through something that is taking all of your energy. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we see Nine of Swords sorrow with the Ten of Swords rebirth. So it's very obvious that there's a lot of things that needs to be sorted out or needs to be looked at. I was watching a documentary the other day. It was about a man who were able to communicate with the spirit world and see what have happened, why certain people survive different catastrophes. And it was very common in these situations that people have lost parts of their soul. And it's a little bit what I'm seeing here with you, that and not maybe in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes it has happened things to you that have left a trace inside of you that now wants to come to surface and be healed. So even without any disaster in your life, you might feel like you are in a state of emergency, or that your inside is in upheaval. You're feeling very anxious. You might have a hard time sleeping, feeling restless, being afraid for things, and you don't even know maybe what it comes from. Because I didn't see an outside situation. I saw it was like you had it's like quiet and calm right now, but it's you have the Nine of Cups, and here you have the Nine of Swords, so it's connected to the Hermit stage. So I'm thinking you need to go through the Hermit stage to go through this. We don't want to be caught up by sorrow or sadness or trauma. We want to brush things off and move on like they never happened, because we want to make the best out of life. But when we do this, we don't give ourselves the time to heal. We don't give our soul parts that was blown away in this trauma the chance to catch up with us. We just run away without them. So it's like you might be feeling like you're going through a lot of traumas and deaths without these things happening on the outside. It's just that you need to digest the things that you have run away from earlier. So I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water. Here we have the lovers with the rebirth card, both in the reversed. Fire, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Capricorn viewers. So I want my dear Capricorns to have love in their lives, and you had the lover card in reversed. Might be that some of you, we saw the Queen of Wands peeking up her face, but she went down into hiding again. But some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, and for other it might be this fire and also air, because you had a lot of air coming through. And this is the Page of Swords, so it's a child of air. And we have suppression here. You have the both male tens, like 10 of swords, 10 of air, and wands, fire. So it's very masculine. So it's some masculine thing that needs to be digested and kind of understood. It's something that you have been through, that might have be dealing with people that has been very male in their expression, or so for example authority, father figures, things like this, that have maybe used their authority in some way to hurt you, because we see a child here that's in reversed, it's like you have tried to avoid disaster by maybe by working very hard, since they come the laziness card and slowing down. So you have tried to avoid danger or disaster by putting a lot of effort into what you do. So you kind of go underneath the radar for any authority that would shoot down on you and say to you that you have done everything all wrong. We also saw the lovers in the reversed. So it was... I don't remember, it was maybe together with the 10 of Swords, but the 10 of Swords seems to have been the main card during this shuffle. So there might be a relationship that has been in trouble, and when the lovers comes in the reversed, it's usually some kind of imbalance, or you need to, if you have a very difficult person on the outside, you have something difficult on the inside that needs to be dealt with. And when you have dealt with this, the person on the outside doesn't have any need of being difficult anymore. So the best way to solve things that's problematic in your life is by solving things on the inside. And it seems like you are holding yourself in a tremendous grip. It's like you have a lot of rules that you're living by. It's kind of fear of survival here. So that's why you're following these rules. So nothing bad will happen. But it's like a lot of bad things is happening anyway. And the best way to deal with this is to start to find the entities or the places inside of you where you're hurt, and start to heal those and give yourself a little bit of slack. It's like you're about to drive yourself into the wall it's like this fear of survival is making you work very hard or do something excessively that's draining you. So what are you running from? What is it that you need to perform? What is it that's so important that you sacrifice all your energy to avoid it? So see here, I want you to find yourself in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, great. I love the timing with these. Okay, so just tune in for a few seconds. Okay, so my dear Capricorn, see what's in the store for you here. This is your future there, and this is your now, and this is your past. So in the past we have maturity. It's the Ace of Pentacles, and it comes in the reverse. So it's some kind of chance that wasn't taken. Eight of Swords, because of these rules that you lived by, these things that suppressed you weren't able to to show how you really felt, or you weren't able to defend yourself, or to maybe tell someone that you love them because you were scared. So there's a missed opportunity, what I'm seeing here in the past. Might be with an air sign. It might be an air sign also that missed an opportunity with you, or fire, or water. So, but I'm thinking that there's a missed opportunity here in the past, and why the opportunity was missed was because people were trying to live by some unknown rules from an unknown authority. For example, trying to be cool, trying to avoid being revealing oneself, or maybe thinking that money and work is much more important than love and relationships. So it might be like a parent missing out on their child's childhood just because they were preoccupied with working, or it might be a lovers couple where one person doesn't acknowledge the love that they feel. So instead, the love is broken. It can be a number of different things like this, or a person just not following their dreams because of fear of failure, and also a missed opportunity. Okay. So that's in the past. It's April or first part of May, and might go, of course, your whole life. Things that have happened during your whole life. It's the past, so it doesn't really have a timing. It's just the past. And here you have a new vision. It's the Hangman, and it's in reversed. So it seems like you are about to create something extraordinary here, because the Hangman in the upright position, it's still in the reverse because it's a person hanging upside down, so they're stuck. But when it comes like this, it's like you're unstucking yourself. And here we have the Innocence card, number 19. It's the Sun card. Here you have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, in reverse, and Aloneness, Hermit, in the reversed. And integration here is the Alchemist card. So I'm thinking air sign again. So I'm thinking you have some problem with integrating these lost soul parts of yours, but you are in the process of doing so. So Sun is attention. It's putting attention inside this, but it's like you feel very lonely or exposed or victimized. And you just need to give it attention and let your own soul's digestive system take care of the pain. Just stay with it, put focus on it, stay calm, say, I accept that I feel this pain, I accept that this happened to me, I accept that things are like this. So try to accept, and this is how you digest these things that you have been through, so light can shine through, and you can come out of this, you can heal yourself. It's like you're sitting. It's a story from America in the olden days, when there was Indians was traveling with train, and it was the first time for them traveling with train. So the journey usually should have taken 3 days, but now it went very much faster. So these people that were sitting 3 days and waiting for their soul to catch up. So it's kind of what I'm seeing you're doing here, sitting with yourself and waiting for your soul to catch up. And it's a very blissful state to be in, even if you finally let the pain catch up with you, and all these feelings of being victimized and people not working together with you and not loving you enough, or whatever has happened. It's a blissful state. So finally you're doing something that your soul rejoices over. So that's a good thing. And here we have your future, and we have the outsider. I think it came for some of the other signs as well. And the guidance card is 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. Also Page of Pentacle. So it seems like you feel that the world is against you, that you are so full of love and you want to share it with the world, but they are not letting you in. And it's actually you not letting yourself in. So it's like parts of you are broken and hurt, and you don't want to stay with them because they are broken and hurt. So you're escaping them and leaving them behind, like on the outside. So it's still, it's like going in cycles, this reading. It's still the same issue over and over again, that something is, it's like we are trying to escape our difficult life situation. We are trying to escape the feeling inside, and wherever we go, we carry the wounds with us. So you need to start to heal yourself from bottom up. It's not going to help. You feel that you have so much love to give and you can't share it. This is how your lost soul part feels as well, that they have so much to give but they can't share it because you're avoiding them, you're running away from them. So slow down, sit yourself in a lazy mood and don't do so much so your soul can catch up with you. So that's what I saw underneath these cards. And here we will go more deeper looking into the past. And we have the creator here. So that's usually Leo. We also saw Queen of Wands sticking up her face. That's Aries. And we also have Sagittarius. That's a fire sign. But this reading is talking about you. So you might have a fire sign in your past that have a missed opportunity with you. But it's you that have missed to create this thing which you wanted in your life, since your soul is not whole. This is this card for your soul or a soulmate. So it's something that's not being in balance here when it comes to your soul and the way that you create your life. So this will be a 9 cards spread. I'm trying to make like one reading in the month a little bit shorter to not exhaust myself and you, but it's this Archer Centaur has a lot they want to share, so we just let them share their their messages and maybe it will calm down eventually. But here you have the Two of Cups is in the reversed. Friendliness is in the reversed. So it might be that some of you have been broken up from a fire sign or a soulmate of any sign. It can be, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. So, and here we have, you have water here. Here we have air, and it's 2. So it's definitely a couple having problem, or a duality having problem. It might be a duality within you. You and this other part of you has a problem. So this is schizophrenia. It's a 2 of Swords. It's when we try to avoid bad things to happen, either by shunting people out or not telling them what we really feel or think about things, or by keeping a very low profile. So not taking a decision, for example, or postponing things that you need to do today, you do it tomorrow, so, or not at all. So this is keeping you in a state of anxiety because you know what's waiting for you around the corner and you don't want to have it. So it's like always unresolved, always a threat to you. You never solve it. So it's like telling us that you need to make clear decisions, you need to make your voice heard, you need to put your foot down, do statements, whatever you need to do to make this energy start flowing again. It might be putting off difficult things like difficult phone calls, or things that you need to do also when it comes to some kind of authority maybe. It's like a soul's work that you're trying to avoid. For me, this would be calling the entrepreneur of different things, because if someone has sold me something that's crappy, I don't have the juice in me to deal with this. So I always get very crappy things, and now I have learned that I can't postpone it, or I need to kind of complain about these things. It doesn't really help, but I'm working with it. So it's like something similar here, but it doesn't. For me, it comes from my father figure, that he was very competent, but never listened really carefully. So he did things for me, but not in the way that I wanted them to be done. So I have the same problem still, and I know I need to deal with it, but this is kind of the situation I'm seeing here. And I don't even have Capricorn in my chart. So I'm just sharing this so you can see what different situation can be. It doesn't have to be your close lover, like what's indicated here, and it can be a co-worker, it can be like someone from the taxes office, or the one coming with the mail, or it can be a number of things. It just wants to make you have attention towards the things that you have unresolved. The things that you never said because you didn't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you didn't want people to think badly of you, or you didn't want to bother someone, or you didn't want to act like dramatic, or it can be a number of things. So, but it's a missed opportunity, what I'm seeing, and it's like it's going on being missed because people are not taking action and doing the things that they need to do to resolve this. It might, for some of you, it might be not having closure, for example, not being able to have closure in a situation. And here we have existence. Existence is the magician, and we have also the creator here. Both are in the reverse. So it seems like you have a problem with envisioning the future that you want. Maybe you're envisioning a future that you don't want, and you always get what you don't want again and again and again. And then you try to escape the situation, or avoid it, or not thinking about it. So that can be a good start, of course, because if we don't think about things, we don't create them, but we can still, if we still feel the anxiety, we'll still create these kind of things. So the best is to actually put attention to where you are not healed, so you can create much better things. Because even if you don't think and you don't feel, it's still like your soul has a certain imprint, so things will come until you resolve a certain karma. So I'm thinking that you need to look at how you are creating things in your life, because it's a little bit like you're creating things that you don't want, and mostly by avoidance, by avoiding things that's unpleasant. Yes, and here we have laziness, and it's in the reversed, and comes underneath friendliness. And laziness in the reversed, it's a card of avoidance again. So it's like you're working very hard on certain areas of your life, where you can feel that you have like a leg up, or things are working out for you, and in other areas it's like you have just abdicated. You have stepped out of the throne and just left the room. This is a lot of things that's unresolved here. Nine of Cups is the wish card. This person have wished for a very comfortable life with their pina colada, but it's like a glass castle here that's about to break. The glass is cracking up, and it's like a house of cards. So something, when you don't see the things that's happening around you, it's like you're living in a house of cards. It's like you're sitting on a broken chair and you don't even know it. And one day the creations, the not so good creations that you're doing is going to catch up with you and create something that you don't want in your life. And this might happen over and over again, and it kind of just proves to you that nothing can ever change. And it's like it's getting more fuel, and then you're thinking about these horrific things, and it's getting more fuel, and it's being created again in the future. And then when the future comes and you say, yes, this is the same, I've seen it before, it's like I can't create anything else than this junk, so it must be that heaven hates me. But it's just you creating the same thing over and over again because you're trying to avoid something that's unpleasant. And it's just coming to you again and again and again. And here we have intensity, so it's the last of the fire sign. So it's really about creation, how you are creating things, or how you avoid to create things because you're scared of your own creations. And it comes underneath this schizophrenia card, so it kind of says that you are in a position now where you really can start to fix things. On an outside perspective, this might be like a person coming with a message, or someone like rushing into your life with something that might not be that pleasant, but it's a opportunity for you to actually deal with this now, instead of just shunting it away or hiding it somewhere. So the whatever people that comes into your life and might make like a fuss or put things out of order or make things very in disharmony, they are actually there to help you by digging up these kind of things to surface, so you can deal with them and you don't have to create them in your life over and over again. So someone that might have avoided talking to you before might still be in love with you very much and feel like you are kind of meant to be together, but in the same time they feel a little bit angry with you. So they might not come in the most pleasant way, but at least you're out of this hanged situation. It might also be you that's doing this, that's finally feeling that no, you can't postpone this anymore, or you can't keep your mouth shut anymore, or it's like it's bursting forward in you. These cards that came in the beginning with slowing down and laziness, it's a two-egged sword, because it's in certain areas, as I said, you are rushing too much and stressing too much, and you're escaping things that you kind of need to stay with. I'm thinking you are trying to slow down in areas where you actually need to speed up things, and you are speeding up things in areas where you actually need to slow down. So you need to look at where you are aiming your energy. Where are you putting your energy? Are you really putting them where you ought to? It might be that you are avoiding certain situations that you just don't want to deal with these kind of things, and therefore they are not solved and they're haunting you. It's like you're being haunted by this. The next card here is the Lovers, and now it's in the upright position, and it comes underneath the Creator and the Magician, the existence. So I'm thinking there is a lot of love and passion in this situation, but something has made the wires come crossed, or maybe people have started to see each other like as the enemy instead of resting sure in this love that you share. If you have a person in your life that you love and they might have a hard time forgiving you, or you have a hard time forgiving them, it might be a lover or a child, a parent, a co-worker, friend, whatever. It seems like there's still there's a chance, maybe right now, like in the end of May or early June, to kind of fix things, to get things rolling again. Yes, and then we have changed, that's the roll. So it's the divine rolling things. It's like when the dice is tossed, it's up to destiny to fix things. So someone is going to do some kind of action and put things into a roll, and this is going to reveal your destiny. I'm thinking love is there, even though these cards is in the reversed. It's still potential for love. So this missed opportunity might come like a new chance. These rolls, these chances that comes for you and again. Eventually we need to take the chances. They won't continue giving us these chances, but here it seems like Capricorn gets another chance to fix things, to do things right, or someone gets a chance to fix things and do things right by you. The next card here is Morality, and it's Queen of Swords, and it comes in reverse. So it seems like one side wants to forgive and fix things, and the other is still stuck with these kind of things. So if you're dealing with an air sign, they might not budge, okay? They might not, even if you come with love and forgiveness, they might not want to hear you. They are a little bit judgmental here and doesn't want to forgive. It's like they... I gave you one chance and you blew it, so bye-bye. It's a person that have decided they rather die than take you back. So it's a person that, of course, have been very hurt. And with these cards together, it might be a person also that wants their will through. They want to show power in a certain way. And it's like they have a lot of rules that they live by, and you have crossed one of these rules for them, so they are a little bit like a warrior here. This might be the person that coming back. So they might be coming back because they love you, but they're coming back also to tell you what you have done wrong. So that might be it. Or this might be you that's feeling like this, that I can't wait another minute to tell them what they have done wrong. You're going to call up this person and tell them like this and this and this. I'm not happy with it. So I'm thinking that this is all here for a great reason. I can't really see who's who here because we have fire and air again. And this 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is kind of saying that you are with the people that you're supposed to be with. You have found your soul group. And you also have the Lovers card here and 2 of Cups and Destiny card. So I'm thinking that whatever is going down here is supposed to happen by destiny. You will have to deal with things like not being good enough, feeling left on the outside, being unforgiving, leaving people on the outside. So these kind of dualities is probably going to be at play. Yes, we don't want people to lie to us, to betray us and these kind of things. And sometimes enough is enough and we don't want to play anymore. But you can still talk with a person. You can still forgive them. You just don't have to engage in a relationship with them again. So I'm going to read a laziness card for you that's in the center. 9 of Cups. See if you can understand this reading from your point of view. Remember that it was in the reverse. I don't want you to get dizzy here. This gentleman clearly thinks he got it made. He sits in his big overstuffed chair, wearing his sunglasses, shaded by his umbrella, with his pink slippers and pina colada in his hand. He doesn't have the energy to get up and do anything because he thinks he's done it already. He hasn't yet turned to see the mirror cracking around him on his right, a sure sign that the place he thinks he's finally arrived at is about to shatter and dissolve before his very eyes. The message this card brings is that this poolside resort is not your final destination. The journey isn't over yet, as that white bird flying into the vastness of the sky is trying to show. Your complacency might have arisen from a real sense of achievement, but now it's time to move on. No matter how fussy the slippers, how tasty the pina colada, there are skies upon skies still waiting to be explored. When you are lazy, it's a negative taste. You simply feel that you have no energy. You simply feel dull. You simply feel sleepy. You simply feel dead. When you are in a state of non-doing, you're full of energy. It's a very positive taste. You have full energy overflowing. You're radiant, bubbling, vibrating. You're not sleepy. You're perfectly aware. You're not dead. You are tremendously alive. There is possibility the mind can deceive you. It can rationalize laziness as non-doing. It can say, I have become a Zen master, or I believe in Tao. But you are not deceiving anybody else. You will be deceiving only yourself, so be alert. So as I said, this is the received message. So I'm thinking, the first impression I got when I read this text was that someone feels like, well, I'm over and done with this person and we are never going to see each other again and I'm content with it. And then love comes back from nowhere. It just rises in us like a very great passion. But the situation hasn't changed. Like the situation is still the same. The person you were with, they are as stupid as they were then, and you haven't changed that much either. So it's like just you have had a rest for a while, and now it's time to re-engage and fix things on the level that they were like not fixable before. So it's nothing has really changed. It's just that the divine have let you rest a little bit, and now it's time for another go. So that will be for some of you. For other of you, it might be that you really have lost a lot of energy since the card came in the reversed. So it might be that you are this tired and dull and things. I don't think that you believe that you are a Zen master because of it. So that was maybe unnecessary. But I'm thinking that you have lost a lot of energy because you don't have your soul intact. So that's the reason to why you feel you have lost energy. And to get your soul intact, it seems like you need to solve this karma. You need to fix it. Whatever it takes, you need to fix it. That is what I'm getting out of this. So even if the you don't like this person anymore, or you don't want to be with them, or it's something that needs to be fixed. Maybe not with them, but at least this archetype that they represent needs to be dealt with inside of you. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. So it's the birds again. The white bird that they were talking about, there's a lot of them here. 12, so it's also connected to the new vision card here. Guides you beyond the new vision. 12, 18. Here we have 12. So, destiny calls you. Destiny. Beyond the edge of your world. The path now leads to my sacred mountain. The ascent can be challenging at times, but heaven on earth awaits you. To clear the way for you, I'm sending a guide, an emissary of love. With this guide, your journey will happen more swiftly, safely, and easily, and you will be able to cover terrain that would otherwise have been inaccessible for you. I will always provide whatever help you need to attain your divine destiny. Accept my help in all its forms to make the way easier for yourself. Sometimes the invitation forward in life looks like a stop sign. It seems like a kink in the plan you thought was unfolding so perfectly, a no when you wanted to hear yes. However, the stop sign in life are ways of the divine saying, slow down and let me help you here. There is a better way, and I can lead you there if you allow me. The better way might mean more information or a more experienced guide to help you navigate some tricky issues. Often we don't know what we don't know. That means we don't even know what question to ask. The divine knows, however. The divine is looking out for you and sending you some information, guidance, or insight that you need to stay safe and make progress on your journey. If you are nurturing a vision or a dream, this oracle comes with the guidance that you are going to receive divine blessing for its manifestation. It is also a sign that you must be willing to let go of how it is supposed to be done and instead allow it to happen accordingly to divine timing and higher will. If you give up control and keep believing in your eternal success, it will happen more easily for you. So, as always, you can trust the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle to sum up the reading beautifully. So, I hope this helped Capricorn, and I want you to take really, really good care, and I also welcome you back to my June reading that I will perform in mid-May. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.